Burkholder again with part 2 here, and we're talking about St. Paul Street Evangelization and some of the procedures. And here's my table I have set up, and I have my pamphlets. This set here, my organization, is that this is sexuality, and this part 2 here is Catholic sacraments. And then here we have Mary, and here we have a love letter to Jesus. And then here, this section is defending our faith like Protestants. This particular paper is a selection of electronic things like YouTube, good Catholic speakers, and so on, that I collected. And this is why be Catholic, and it's also about the process in the RCA class of how to become Catholic. Here's our rosary pamphlets that we use with the rosaries, that we use to teach the rosary. And my team particularly gives out about 3,000 rosaries a year, and they get a pamphlet with every one, and then we teach lots of them. I have taught thousands of rosaries. And then there's other general information here, like the truth of the Bible. There's a section of all the documents they used for the Bible. I use that for Muslims. And here's one on suffering, and Catholics have redemptive suffering, which I don't think anyone else has, so we have that to offer to everybody. And here's general information. This is a good news pamphlet that in a general sense could be used for everybody. And so down here I have my business card, and here I have some extra little cards to give out. St. Benedict, if we give out a St. Benedict medal, and then here I have some Divine Mercy images. Then over here I have some miraculous medals, St. Benedict medal with chains, and then I also have crucifixes here that we give them all out. So we go to, in general, we go to wherever tax dollars are. If there's tax dollars involved, then we have a right to freedom of expression by the Constitution. So that would mean like public parks, the sidewalk, the street. I mean the street you've seen people with buckets go out in the street at the intersection. That's legal. But of course they have to be away from the traffic when the traffic flows. They can't obstruct traffic. Or if the festival has the street blocked off, then that's for you to use, unless you wouldn't want to interfere with the festival though. So if I did set up at a festival, I would go study it and see where do most people park, and then where's the festival, and then the people are walking in between. Then I ask myself, can I set up where there's tax dollars or private property if I think it's okay at the private property? The sidewalk, might be a place, and then we set up there. Or I might set up at a MARTA station, and I have a right to set up here in Atlanta at MARTA station because tax dollars are involved. They might give some pushback, but you just kind of have to know your rights. And also we'll set up at colleges. One way to learn your rights, if you look at YouTubes of street preachers encountering the law. Like if you look at the YouTube, you don't have to watch it all. You could just move ahead till you see them engaging the authorities and see how they handle themselves. And you can get some encouragement on how to deal with the authorities. So thank you, and I appreciate this.